Tadvipasya vyadipati prayavrato vidihotro namahai tasyatmaja ramanaka dhadaki namano varshapati niyujya sasvayam urvajavad bhagavat karmashila evaste. The ruler of this island, the son of Maharaj Priyavrata named Vidhihotra, had 2 sons. So all the others had 7, they had 7 parts. He has 2, just for 2 parts. Named Ramanaka and Dhadaki. He granted the 2 sides of the island to these 2 sons and then personally engaged himself in activities for the sake of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, like his elder brother Medhatiki, the one from the previous island. 32. Tadvarsha Purusha Bhagavantam Brahmarupinam Sakarmakena Karmana Radhayanti Dam Chodaharanti, for the fulfillment of material desires. Sakarmakena. The inhabitants of this tract of land worship the Supreme Personality of Godhead as represented by Lord Brahma. They offer prayers to the Lord as follows. And here we have one verse in the prayer. Yatta karmamayam lingam brahma lingam janorchayet ekantam advayam shantam tasmai bhagavate namaiti. I think we can read word for word, at least for this one. Let's chant word for word. Yat, which, tat, that, karmamayam, obtainable by the Vedic ritualistic system. Lingam, the form. Brahmalingam, which makes known the Supreme Brahman. Jana, the person. Archayet, must worship. Ekantam, who has full faith in the One Supreme. So you can see, we are still monotheistic, even though we worship God in so many forms, in so many manifestations. Advayam, non-different. Shantam, peaceful. Tasmai, unto him. Bhagavate, the most powerful. Namaha, our respects. Iti, thus. Purport, he's done grace to Prabhupada. Lord Brahma is known as Karma Maya. And this is Maya with short A. There is Maya. That's the big Maya energy of Krishna. And the short A, Karma Maya, or in Bengali they will say Karma Moy, because they pronounce short A as all. Karma Moy. Like they sing Ramo, sometimes. So, Karma Maya means made of karma. So with short A it means composed of. One is composed of karma. Lord Brahma is known as Karma Maya, the form of ritualistic ceremonies. Because by performing ritualistic ceremonies, one may attain his position, and because the Vedic ritualistic hymns become manifest from him, he is devoted to the Supreme Personality of Godhead without deviation. And therefore, in one sense, he is not different from the Lord. Nevertheless, he should be worshipped not as the monists worship him, but in duality. You can see Prabhupada puts a little commentary here. One should always remain a servitor of the Supreme Lord, the Supreme Worshipable Deity. We, therefore, offer our respectful obeisances unto Lord Brahma, the form of manifest Vedic knowledge. The form of manifest Vedic knowledge. Brahmalingam. Okay, the form of manifest Vedic knowledge. Perfect. In this verse, the word karmamayam, obtainable by the Vedic ritualistic system, is significant. The Vedas say, Sadharma nishta shata janmavi puman virim chadam eti. One who strictly follows the principles of varnashama dharma for at least 100 births will be rewarded with a post of Lord Rama. It is also significant that although Lord Rama is extremely powerful, he never thinks himself the one with the Supreme Personality of Godhead. He always knows that he is an eternal servitor of the Lord. Because the Lord and the servant are identical on the spiritual platform, Brahma is herein addressed as Bhagavan. Bhagavan is the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Krishna, but if a devotee serves him with full faith, the meaning of the Vedic literature is revealed to him. Therefore, Brahma is called Brahma Linga, which indicates that his entire form consists of Vedic knowledge. Bhagavad Dharma is the path of perfection. Path of perfection as a result of following the Bhagavatam, and path of perfection because even in this world, if we take help from the Bhagavatam, everything will be perfect. And of course, what is the main part that has to be perfect in our life? What is the main part that we want perfect? First of all, health. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, that says Bhaktivinoda.
Yeah, first. Yeah, okay, yes. Then let me make it more precise. Health of what? Spiritual health. Spiritual health, yes. That's the first. Because health of the body will be based on the health of the mind. So let's say health of the body will be based on the health of prana, right first. Health of prana will be based on the health of the mind, and the health of the mind will be based on the health of your consciousness, spiritual consciousness. So, of course, we have this famous Latin mens sana corpore sane. How do you?
Mens sana corpore sane.
Yeah. So, in the healthy body, healthy spirit. They say spirit, but actually they say mind. So, the point is that we have these three systems in the body. We have the air part, we have the physical part, and we have the mind part. And you can influence the others from one. Each one influences each other one. So if you have a problem in one, it will create problems in others, and vice versa. If you make one part healthy or good, so it will help to make it will also help to make other parts good. But the best thing is to have proper balance in all the areas, in different areas. So Bhagavatam teaches us how to reach perfection and how to act perfectly, even now, and have everything best or ideal. And Brahma, here you can see he's our great teacher, and interestingly enough, he's called Brahmalinga. He's called one who has the body made of Veda. Or this is what Brahma is. His entire form consists of Vedic knowledge. His entire form consists of Vedic knowledge. So this is the ideal. So all of us here are supposed to look like Veda, act like Veda, and think like Veda. And you can choose the part of the Veda which you want to look like. Hopefully not Kama Sutra. Actually, yeah, Kama Sutra is also pious. It describes, actually, in the West, this is the most famous Indian text, but nobody understands that the sexual part is just one little chapter out of many chapters which describe how to properly satisfy the senses with the proper consciousness. But you can see that even a large group of Krishna's gopis in Vrindavan are Shruti-chari gopis. In chapter 87, in the 10th canto, you see that the personified Vedas pray to the Lord, please, we aspire to become gopis. We aspire to become gopis. So some of the Vedas, the most fortunate ones, the most elevated ones, become gopis. So it's quite an interesting concept that in Brahmaloka everybody is a personified book. Of course, when we say book, we understand that book is this, paper. But this is just, this book exists. This type of book exists only since when Gutenberg started. 600 years. 600. When did he start? 14th, 15th century. Yeah, so let's say 600 years. This type of a book. And before that, okay, we had some manuscripts. Before that, some others. But you can see that what we mean is not even the text. Not even the text. Mahatma Prabhu sometimes offers a scary proposition to like a mental experiment. If we, so let's first of all, which part of recommendations do you value very much in the Bhagavatam, and which part of Bhagavatam or Bhagavad Gita or Prabhupada's books recommendations you would think is very important to practice. So, yes. And in your life, how it will look?
What to do?
Yeah, okay. Which else? What else? Which principles from the Bhagavatam and Bhagavad Gita you think are very nice and important?
What about the Bhagavatam?
Huh?
What about the Bhagavatam?
So which Bhagavad Dharma? Which of the principles? Because Prabhupada says it's not about the language, it's about spiritual techniques.
Association.
Association, yes. Association. With whom? Yes. And Vishwaru? What was?
It's the same.
Principle, quality, virtue, ideal. What do you think is very important? Shravanam Kirtanam, truthfulness. Must be mercy. If your name is truly mercy, right?
One day.
Which quality? Please choose everybody one quality from the Shastra for this experiment. What is your favorite quality in the Bhagavatam? Radhika? Any, just pick one, which you like. Any quality you like. Which? Any quality. You know the qualities. I know you know that you like. Which? Huh? Humility. Okay, Misha assigned humility. Yes?
Tolerance.
Tolerance. Yes. Tolerance.
Patience.
Patience. What do you like? Which quality in the Bhagavatam, described in the Bhagavatam, you like? Yeah. Determination. Nice.
Simplicity.
Simplicity. Good. The way? Huh?
He's not back to no more doing.
Said he's not back to Hoboy.
Oh, and how?
Gopal Balaba.
Gopal Vallabha.
No.
Wow.
Gokul. King. King.
How?
King.
Hearing.
King.
Hearing, yes, okay.
There's no quality that is searching for spiritual masters.
Have you chosen one? How about balance?
Thankfulness.
Huh?
Thankfulness.
Thankfulness.
Gratefulness.
Gratefulness.
Taking shelter.
Taking shelter.
Compassion.
Compassion. Yes. Dennis? You said the word. Lush?
Serving spirit.
Serving?
Serving spirit.
Spirit.
Spirit of service. Something like that.
Preference?
Determination.
Determination.
Equanimity.
Equanimity. Yes. All right. So, did you name one?
Yes.
Simplicity. Simplicity. Right. Okay.
Humility.
Humility. Nice. So, Mahatma Prabhu says that imagine that somebody films you with a hidden camera the whole day. The whole day. And by this film, when they look at this film, will they be able to say, oh, he thinks that very important is humility, compassion, truthfulness, association, determination. So just by seeing your, the movie of your day, by seeing how you live, can one conclude, oh, that's his high principle. You can see this is his very important principle in his life. This is, of course, a very somewhat scary proposition. Oh, as you say, one day, not today, tomorrow. Better tomorrow after 20 years.
This is the definition. I've never heard this. Tomorrow after 20 years.
But this is the point. And this is the idea. And you can see this is Srila Prabhupada's genius also, how he translates these sometimes abstract sounding qualities into practical action. And in fact, this is our task, to translate these principles into our day. So we have the sun mentioned here, and there is a very famous verse, Hayarharati Vaibhum Sam Udyan Astan Chayanasau Tasyate Yatkshano Uttama Shloka Vartaye. With each rising and setting, the sun cuts off one day out of your life. So in Vedic astrology, the sun is considered a krura graha, a cruel, harsh planet. There are soft, benevolent, and cruel, harsh planets. So sun is considered krura graha, even though he gives life to the whole universe, but still, every movement, with his movement, he shortens our life. Except, the Bhagavatam says, except those who have dedicated at least a kshana. Kshana is something like 1/3 of a second, some fraction of a second. Who has dedicated at least a fraction of a second, or figuratively speaking, some time to uttama shloka vartaya, to the discussions about glorious Lord, the glorious Lord. So that includes all of you, because at least not even one moment, you can see many moments you have dedicated. Right? So your life is not shortened. Your life is actually fulfilled. Actually, Govinda Maharaj says, and others say that the day when we didn't read the Bhagavatam is lost, is useless. The day when and also it's quite interesting, I just looked at the Vyasa Puja offerings. I see several prominent disciples of Srila Prabhupada. I see Satsarup Maharaj. He has taken a rule of reading 41 page, Vaisheshika Prabhu's page by page become a sage, 41 pages of Srimad Bhagavatam every day. And he says it makes a miraculous influence on his life. And then I see Shachinananda Maharaj, again, the Bhagavatam, every day, immersing into studying and reading the Bhagavatam. So, so Govinda Maharaj says, but the day when we didn't study the Bhagavatam is lost. This year also I heard from Madhavananda Prabhu a very interesting quote from Govinda Maharaj where he says that if you take one thing for a sadhana, it should be studying Srimad Bhagavatam, reading Srimad Bhagavatam. I think I mentioned this already yesterday. Of course, we know Prabhupada says in Chaitanya Charitamrita that somebody asked, how about this quote from Chaitanya Charitamrita? Prabhupada says, the most important order of the spiritual master is you should chant at least 16 rounds every day. And here he says that if you do one part of sadhana, then it should be the Bhagavatam. So Madhavananda Prabhu said, well, 16 rounds is a given. You must. There's no even question of not chanting. But then, aside from 16 rounds, which one? He said, this is the Bhagavatam. Studying the Bhagavatam. So, what means studying the Bhagavatam? Studying the Bhagavatam, of course, this is the purifying, this is a very purifying stream or river. It's a river of nectar. This is a river of nectar which purifies our consciousness, our heart, our life. Any touch with the Bhagavatam purifies our life. But why does it purify our life? Because it speaks, it has the names of the Lord, it describes the glories of the Lord, but even more importantly than glories of the Lord and qualities of the Lord, it describes the glories and qualities of devotees. It's mentioned, it's more important. Because, the Lord, you can say, he's God. Of course he's God, he can do anything. But when we see devotees, Pandavas tolerate exile, tolerate, Dhritarashtra tries to kill them 50 times, 100 times, and they still, serve him, dear uncle, these. You can see, it's incredible. And Kunti Devi says, let me just always remember you. So when we see all of these Bhishma Dev and all the devotees are here, Priyavrata, and all these other amazing devotees. So when we read even Brahma, how Brahma becomes the creator. So when we read about the qualities of the devotees, the glories of the devotees, it has even deeper influence on our life. course, Prabhupada gives a quote that even if you simply like, that's in the first canto, he says, even anybody who simply appreciates, if you simply like, appreciate means you like. If you like what devotees do here, you are guaranteed to go to the spiritual world. Yeah? So if the Bhagavatam book were a Facebook, you would put a like under each text, under each paragraph. Like. But how do you do this? You just read it, you know. You read it and you think, yeah, I like. Krishna counts, you know. How many likes in your heart you put? You can put like on every word. You can put like on every syllable. Yeah, read like this. Thumbs up. Give you a thumbs up. And this is the verse that Niranjan Maharaj loves to quote. Shuto nupadito dyato adito vanumodita. This is 11 to 12. Adito vanumodita. Sadhyak punati sadharmo deva vishva druhovi. Pure devotional service rendered Bhagavad Dharma or Sadharma rendered to the Supreme Lord is spiritually so potent that simply by hearing about such transcendental service, like we hear about Brahma surrendering to Krishna, by chanting its glories in response, even everybody who is in the class, you chant the glories in response. You say Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya, or you chant word for word. You say Brahma Lingam, we glorify Brahma. He is personified Vedas also. So we chant in response. So by hearing, by chanting its glories in response, by meditating on it, by respectfully and faithfully accepting it. So anumodita means actually appreciating. You say, oh, that's good. I like it. That's nice. Or at least you can say that's cool. This is the Leipzig ISKCON website. Krishna is cool.de. On Harinam they go with the banner, Krishna is cool.de. So first of all, everybody sees, this is Krishna is cool, and second of all, they see this where to find more information. This is the address for the website. They have a little flag. Krishna is cool.de. So, or by praising the devotional service of others. Do you praise the devotional service of others? Your devotional service is wonderful, Prabhu. So you can make sure you praise somebody's devotional service today. At least you praise Srila Prabhupada's devotional service. But it's even better if you encourage some devotee. Even persons who hate the demigods and all other living beings can be immediately purified. This is the power. Even if we like, if we appreciate, this is what Prabhupada writes in the first canto, even if we appreciate these stories about devotees who do the pure devotional service, it purifies immediately, it says here. Or one immediately becomes eligible to go to the spiritual world. So Brahma is called Brahma Lingam and Karma Mayam. So he shows the path for the karmis, and this is the slow path for the karmis. They just act piously, yes, do everything, give charity, take bath in the morning, Also good qualities, but not so much devotional service maybe in like Varnashama Dharma itself. It should be properly as Veda means Varnashama Dharma. It should be only Daivi Varnashama Dharma. It should be only Daivi Varnashama Dharma, meaning that it should be at least Bhakti Mishra Karma Yoga. Minimum. Better Karma Mishra Bhakti Yoga. And best, it should be just Shuddha Bhakti Yoga, with carrying out all our duties. That's best recommendation. But sometimes we have two doubts. One doubt is that, who can do pure bhakti? There's one doubt. And second doubt, whoever, it's not me. Maybe somebody can, but that's not me definitely. Who is pure? Who can do pure? So it takes actually some work to even believe in the possibility and in the power of pure bhakti. To put our trust in bhakti. And the second one is that how can I do all my activities as bhakti? Come on, going to the toilet or taking bath or cooking or going to the office or doing some other work. How can it be bhakti? How can I do this as bhakti? In the same way as chanting japa. Same way as everything else. We offer. All the activities need to be anukulyana, offered to Krishna, dovetailed, harmonized. All this emphasizes. And then, that's pure devotion. So therefore, if somebody doesn't have sufficient trust in bhakti, or sufficient understanding of bhakti, that everything can be done as an offering to Krishna, it should be done as an offering, loving offering to Krishna. So then, okay, do it at least as duty, at least as karma yoga. So then one will advance, and also one will be purified, and then one will get another and another chance to associate with devotees. And then one will achieve perfection. So Ramaji is giving us, giving everybody the example how to act, the example how to surrender to Krishna, the example how to be busy acting in this world. So Ramaji is building the whole universe. Is it material or not? I mean, this is a material universe. He does everything in the universe. He makes the full design and construction of the universe. But he does it as pure devotional service. Especially our Brahmaji, especially this now, is already, Brahma Samhita describes, he has already realized, I'm a gopi. and he's only 50. And you think 50, okay, means already some diseases there. Yes. But Brahmaji is, Brahma Maya is, his body is made of pure consciousness. It doesn't have disease. He still has 50 years of taking care of this universe. So he does it as pure devotional service. Teaching us how to do this in pure devotional service. So he's teaching how to do everything, teaching everybody how to do everything as pure devotional service. And then the sun regulates everybody. The sun engages everybody in work. So with every rising and setting, the sun wakes everybody up. With the movement, it moves the clock. The sun moves the clock. All the clocks are based on the sun, the movements of the sun in the sky. And then doesn't matter what is your schedule, even if you are a freelancer who works in the night, whatever, doesn't matter. Still, it's still you are connected to time. your activity is connected to time. So sun, that means it's connected to the sun. So that means sun pushes you forward, at least in karma. But ideally, if you are pious, then in some pious activity, at least you see, oh, it's Sunday feast, I should go to the temple. Or it's morning, it's the time for the temple program. And if we also use some of time given to us for immersing our consciousness in studying pure devotional service, Bhagavad Dharma, and practicing, then everything is fully successful. Everything is fully successful, and gradually you become also a Bhagavata. Bhagavata means a devotee, or as Prabhupada says, oneness. What is the oneness between Brahma and Krishna? It's like Prabhupada says, servitor and the served in one sense are one. It's like if you drive somebody in a car, you are going with the same speed, in the same direction, in the same place. So if you, for example, drive Krishna in your heart, you're also there. You're always, so that's the sense how you are always connected to the Lord. Like a driver and a passenger in a car. So then by studying you become the Bhagavatas, and you become Brahmamayas, and you become a book. Not a book, a text, because we think a book should have paper pages. No, you don't have paper pages necessarily. You become a sacred text. You become a sacred text, which is with illustrations. With, your every step is a picture, not just a static picture, but a moving picture. You are a movie. You become spiritual movies, moving around and illustrating the Bhagavatam, giving entertainment to Krishna and entertainment and inspiration to everybody else. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. So let's be spiritual movies, not horror movies. Let's be the instructive movies and not about mistakes. But even if mistakes, no problem. You can still move forward. Please, Krishna. Hare Krishna. Thank you very much. Radha Govinda Prabhu ki jai. Bhagavatam, Bhagavatam, Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai, Bhagavatam ki jai. And Vishwarupa Mahotsava, Prabhupada taking sannyas to give Bhagavatam to all of us ki jai. And Srila Prabhupada bringing the holy name to all of us ki jai. And yesterday we had Haridas Thakur disappearance also. He is both teaching and chanting and acting, as Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said. You are wonderful because you not only act, he says some act properly and some teach properly, but you do both.